Welcome to Ross-Ade Stadium, home to the Purdue Boilermakers here in West Lafayette, Indiana, and they have been ready to go boiler up since early this morning. Today we've got a battle in the Hoosier State, and I'm sure battle lines will be drawn from South Bend to Evansville, as we'll see a squad from the MAC, the State Cardinals, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Purdue Boilermakers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Cardinals will boot it away to start the game. He'll start the return inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So the Purdue Boilermakers offense will start this game off. And David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a piece, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
They need him to show up when it matters the most, and there's going to be times in this game, like we've seen throughout his career, when the defense wants to take away wide receivers or players on the perimeter, and that's when this guy has to show up and shine. He's got vision, he's got cutting ability, he's got speed, but that's got to be on display in this game.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Catch in the middle, it's Ross. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Unloads to the right. Got him downfield. There he goes. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Well, we knew this offense wanted to be aggressive in this game plan, and they're doing it right away in the first series, taking a shot down the field. They got the look they wanted, and what a great throw by the quarterback.
And the Boilermakers will have it 1st and 10. Now the play fake. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Wants to throw again. Wide open downfield. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
The Boilermakers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this. in this game. And all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on third down, forcing the fourth down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Cardinals offense will try to get something started with their first possession. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
And the Cardinals can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Webster. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
The Cardinals are facing 3rd and inches. Surging forward on the sneak. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
They go to the ground. Oh, he's got a chance. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And the Cardinals have their offense in high gear. Off the play fake on first down. Pulls it in. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Off play action. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Kelly. Quickly complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimum gain.
The Cardinals lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Nice play call, QB sneak, yet another first down. And this offense, They've been on the field for some time now. They're helping their defense out, giving them some wins so that when they get back on the field, they'll be ready to play with their hair on fire.
To the air on first down. Going to try to get it himself. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job in the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
And the Cardinals can really attack on this second and short. Looking for a gap. It's Ashley. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Cardinals are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Looking to throw, it's Kelly. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Ball State. Fired in from the red zone for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it 7-3. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
The Boilermakers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The pull and throw off the RPO. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
The Boilermakers need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. Got his man on the right. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And the Boilermakers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's McCoby. Oh, he's got some space. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
First down, Physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Boilermakers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Moore. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Gets it out quickly. Touchdown, Boilermakers! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
I love it. Nice play call, nice design. Get the ball to your speedster and let him do the rest. Try to find a way to isolate guys and get matchups. And you did it with your running back, slash receiver there, and he did the rest.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. An 84-yard drive there. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback running on the draw. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And oftentimes running backs love drop plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second, so the D-line's rushed way upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
Looking to pass, it's Kelly. Throws for the tight end, and he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, that is one the tight end is going to want to have back. He was wide open on that play. That's one he's got to make. He's got to be able to make that catch.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
And the Cardinals send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Opening play of the drive from the 39. They want to run it left here. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Boilermakers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He'll pull it on the read. Great job to get down with the slide after getting everything you could.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
The Boilermakers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, the power run here. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Boilermakers with the 1st and 10. Rides the back on the option to give. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Fires to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that 3rd down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not by much.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's McCoby. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Hey, guys, this running back's not just catching checkdowns or swing routes. You can get him vertically down the field and let him go to work, especially when you get man coverage. Take advantage.
The Boilermakers are flying down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
The Boilermakers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
3rd down coming up.
That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. They'll move the tight end. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. It's complete to the left. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
No good. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Off play action on 1st down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The Cardinals now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking downfield, it's Kelly. Trying to set up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now put you in a successful position for third down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
Trying play action. Oh, they're after him. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody in the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
And the Cardinals will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. It's a big stride inside the 10. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
Third down and long is the hardest down to execute in football, but this offense made it look easy. Nice job being aggressive, making the big play down the field, and now set up in a position where they can go get a touchdown on first and goal.
The Boilermakers will try to punch it in on first and goal. Gonna look downfield again. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on third down?
They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's third and goal. To the edge, it's McCoby. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
But after getting stuffed on that run, you now got fourth down. I'm not into chasing points this early in the game. I think you just take the field goal. You try to pay this drive off and this opportunity to put something on the board, David.
Well, and nowadays you have these analytical cards, and the coaches, they literally look at every situation. Is it more advantageous to go for it or kick it? That's how they'll make this decision.
He splits the uprights. The lead now 6 here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll run it from the gun. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking downfield, it's Kelly. Caught in the backfield, it's Webster. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Bringing the heat. Makes the grab. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And the defense was locked in. You can tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Give to the running back. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. Lining up to convert 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced a punt. Here on 3rd down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
Punt is in the air. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Looking downfield on 1st down. Flips it out on the screen. Breaks into the open. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains and the screen pass is effective. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the 1st half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Moore. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Well, we knew coming into this one the tight end was a big part of this offense, and you've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
Running back searching for a hole. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man downfield. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And the Boilermakers are threatening in the red zone. Red pass, it's complete. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Gets the back moving. Back to pass on second down. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Purdue! Ready to try the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they stretched the lead to 13. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Horton. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And it's difficult to contain athletic quarterbacks, but man, when everybody plays their assignment, it's a beautiful thing. I understand I got to take away this. I got to keep my eyes on the quarterback, make sure he doesn't pull that football. They weren't fooled, and the quarterback had nowhere to go with the football.
To the air, it's Kelly. They'll run the screen. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. At the 40, there he goes. They finally make the stop, but he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a 1st down.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything's done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the D.
He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I hate being that guy to say just take a dive, don't take a hit. But when the play is going absolutely nowhere, you might think about it.
First, do no harm, right? And you've already been harmed, so just don't make it worse.
Don't take those big shots unless you know it's for an important situation, goal line, 3rd down, touchdown.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And the Cardinals line up to punt it away. Wants to return it. Was looking for more running room but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Got his man. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
The Boilermakers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Gives it on the option. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Makes the grab. It's Moore. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The Boilermakers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Thomas. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
I don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, look at it matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the first down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it. Nice job by the QB. Nice job by the running back.
They'll leave it with him. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wide receiver going in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got a man. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
The Boilermakers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
And the Boilermakers decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. A little screen to the running back. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Back to pass, it's Kelly. Gets it to him on the screen. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The Cardinals come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to run for it. running into the open space. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Cardinals will try to pin them back with the punt. Hauls it in, looking for space. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. The short hands. It's McCoby. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Boilermakers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in West Lafayette today, and welcome into the halftime update. And a genuinely fun first half to break down, led by, I can't believe I'm saying this, that special teams unit. It's one of the most well-coached groups we've seen this season. They stay in their lanes, literally and figuratively, and right now they are complementing the offense and defense perfectly. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ross-Ade Stadium.
The Boilermakers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Off the play fake on first down to throw. With the catch, it's Weatherly. And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play. The Cardinals trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Kelly. Pocket breaking down. Takes it on the shovel. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's caught inside the 20. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Weatherly. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Going for 6. Touchdown, Ball State. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Back to throw, it's Kelly. Snagged out of the air. He's in for the 2, and that is big because now it's a one-possession game. They trail by 8. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Quarterback on the keeper. Gets some yardage and gets down.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Throwing right. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Man, this is exactly what you needed to see from this defense to start the second half. If you're down, you got to create some momentum. You got to get your offense a little bit excited. Nice job creating the sack. Perfect start to the second half for this defense.
The Boilermakers will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Here's the pressure. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And the Cardinals have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Leaves it with the back. Past the 40. Turning it on. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cardinals.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
They opt to go for 2 to try to tie it up right now. To the air, it's Kelly. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Starts the drive trying to go up top. They're setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
And the Boilermakers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Leaves it with the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Using his legs, it's McCoby. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks.
Fourth down coming up.
The Boilermakers will bring the punt team onto the field. Looks it in at the 40. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Hold it, finds his man on the left. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down and nothing doing there.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Scanning the field, it's Kelly. Rushes on him. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the third play, now we're sitting in third and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
To do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. From the comfort of the pocket, he fires it to the right. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, it hasn't always been that easy for the quarterback. He's been sacked a few times early on, and I don't know if he was expecting to have that much time from the pocket, surveying the field. His feet just never seemed to get settled, and I think that's what forced the inaccurate throw and incompletion.
Punt is on its way. Hauls it in and looking upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
And now on second down for this offense. On the move, it's McCoby. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He'll pull it on the read. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage.
They booted away on 4th down. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Kelly. Caught over the middle, it's Robinson. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Rides the back and leaves it on the option.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. He'll do it himself. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Great job staying home by the defense there. Offense trying to go option. The QB keeps it, but you see the great assignment football. Everybody's staying where they're supposed to be, and they're able to rally to the quarterback and tackle him for a loss.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
The Cardinals will call on their punt team. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Keep it on the ground. Nice move there. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
The Boilermakers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught close to the marker. It's Ross. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down.
On 3rd down, offenses have their plays. What they like in 3rd and short, what they like 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. Great job by the offense having success. Now it's incumbent upon the defense to learn their plays and try to shut it down throughout the game.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Spins away from the defender. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Boilermakers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll go to the ground. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Motion from the back. Looking for room. It's Thomas. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So you get stuffed on first down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on second, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw in here.
They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On third down, going up top. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. They extend the lead to 5 here in the third.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. On the run, it's Ashley. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, what a game this guy has been having, living in the opponent's backfield. Already has 2 sacks in the game, and now he gets a TFL. He is so athletic, so quick twitch, so slippery, they just can't block him.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The play action fake. Got it in the middle. It's Webster. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Under fire. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
And the Cardinals will send out the punt unit. Makes a catch, wants to make a move upfield. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's caught downfield. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And Jesse, he just keeps piling up numbers, over 350 yards for the game.
And I feel like from the get-go, Reese, this guy's just been in a great rhythm all game long. He just seems like he's dialed in, and man, he's been accurate throwing the rock.
The RPO, it's complete. Just not willing to take the hit. He delivers it and gets to the 27.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO feed. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind him.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He'll keep it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. To the ground with the back. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
You know, the one thing you can say about this defense, they pursue the football. The first guy might miss, the second guy might miss, but there's going to be more and more hats flying to the ball carrier. You saw it on that play, getting a tackle for loss.
Right back to the well. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Here's a heat. Grabbed in the middle. It's McCoby. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down, they've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Slithers into space. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
Yeah, and listen, this guy's had a good day. I know they're trailing and they need to put some drives together, but I also wouldn't abandon him because he's had such a monster day and he's been the bright spot so far for this offense.
The Cardinals can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Grabbed behind the line. It's Weatherly. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You got to take shots offensively.
And the Cardinals come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Dropping back, it's Kelly. He's got him. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
Power football with the run. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last 1. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll go right back to the run. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
The Cardinals line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll keep it on the sneak.
No gain on the play. First down for the offense.
And the Cardinals are marching down the field. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Robinson.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Cardinals can really attack on this 2nd and short. Here's the handoff. Powers through the defender. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks. Add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays for this defense.
Out of the gun, the inside give. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line.
Brings up.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
And the Cardinals will punt it away on 4th down. They'll look to pin him deep. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. The give to the back. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Got room to work. There he goes. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give on the option. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed and try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him back in the middle of the field, and they're able to corral him for a huge loss.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires to the middle. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
And the Boilermakers send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Oh, better look out. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Dropping back, it's Kelly. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
And no messing around right now if you're on offense. This is the time where execution has got to be at a premium. You need to hit completions, David. They need some big plays.
And you just want to keep pressuring them and keep making them use the clock, give them the underneath stuff. And again, when they drive the football down the field, I just can't give up touchdowns. Field goal at this point is not going to hurt my defense.
Throws to the wideout. Lost the defense. He's wide open. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Man, you got to like these last two plays by this offense. You understand, you're in a deficit. You've got to score multiple times to get back in this football game. Nice job pushing the ball down the field, making explosive plays. They're going to need more of it, and they're going to need it fast.
The Cardinals will snap it on 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Cardinals!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the school. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
The offensive line coach will be pulling his hair out. His head coach is okay right now because they're winning the game, but from an O-line standpoint, they've been atrocious in pass pro.
The Boilermakers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. He's got an open man. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The Boilermakers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
You know, when you're QB sneaking as a quarterback, you got to make a decision. You're going right or you're going left, and that's all predetermined based on how the defensive line lines up. That's decision there by the quarterback.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success, but on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
The Boilermakers are on the move. They'll move the wide receiver. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. And the Boilermakers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll run play action. A strike downfield. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Boilermakers are threatening on 1st and goal. He'll do it himself. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. This defense has been able to force a couple of 3rd downs, but they haven't been able to get the stop. Can they do it this time? From the gun, wants to pass. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they finish it off with the score from the 4. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Quarterback gets enough. And no, he loses the ball after the huge gain. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. To the air, it's Kelly. Plucks it out of the air.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down, and we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
And the Cardinals in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. On the run, still looking. He'll try to do it himself. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Really good job by the defense getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground for no gain. It's tough. Once you get there and get pressure, it's so hard to get these guys on the ground because they're elusive. Really good job wrapping them up and getting to the ground.
Wants to throw on third down. Got him downfield. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
He's brought down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Looking downfield on first down. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Back to throw, it's Kelly. Shoots it to the left. It's complete. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
Here comes the heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are. It's late. Everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. He's got it on the run. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here.